Hi, good afternoon for all those who are tuning in to ProsTalk. ProsTalk po is the social and corporate responsibility of BFP. And BFP po is the platform for anyone that has a building project, whether you are renovating or you are building a building or any other infrastructure project that you might have. BFP po is the one-stop shop that you can go to. We have a very special guest, Mr. William Ong. He is the president of the Volunteer Fire Association of the Philippines. So good afternoon po, Mr. Ong. William, hi.
Good afternoon and hi to everybody.
All right. Thank you po, sir, for joining BFP. Every year, I believe we really want to create this awareness about, how to prevent fire because magsa-summer na po, no? It's February, but the summer season is there already. So, sir, before po we get started about, fire prevention, can you just give us a little bit of background, sir, of who Mr. William Ong is?
Okay. I am William Ong. Current is the president of the Association of Philippine Volunteer Fire Brigade. I have recently put up a new company, Lightfix, which is in the importation of the modern lighting and fixture, and also as a sales director of a plastic firm doing plastic injection molding.
All right. Okay. So, Sir William, how did you find yourself, as a volunteer for the Fire Association?
Well, I started with several groups. Since 1991, I've been a volunteer firefighter and rose from the rank. I've joined almost 4 or 5 groups already. And through the years, I've gained the support and become the president of the association.
All right. Okay. How long po kayo naging volunteer for the Fire Association of the Philippines?
So for the association, I started siguro 1981 pa. The association started, we formed the association in 1976.
Okay. So, sir, ano po ang mga experience nyo how did this help and what are the challenges, no? So, if it is helping, what are the challenges also of being a volunteer?
Siguro, ang nakikita namin is makatulong. Motto is to save lives and properties. Okay. So, yan ang pinaka-basic na namin, pananaw, or usually yun ang namin. And we do it for free.
Right, sir. And I think for those who are watching BFP right now, ProsTalk, ito po yung advocacy ng ProsTalk, Sir William. No? The reason why we have ProsTalk is because we experienced firsthand, and there's a lot of people who experience the same. Now, when it comes to construction, in the Philippines, it's very difficult sometimes to find the right advice or the right consultants nang hindi po kayo gagastos ng todo. And to your point, sir, right? The Fire Association is a volunteer group that, again, aims to prevent or avoid loss of life and cost of property, damage to property. So, sir, sa experience niyo po, bakit po sa lahat ng buwan you've selected March as the fire prevention month?
It's because March is the onset of the summer season. Nag-uumpisa yan. And based on our statistics record, usually March ang pinakamadaming sunog. And this time of the year, medyo kinakabahan din kami kasi we are just in February, ang dami ng sunog na gaganap. Halos araw-araw. And lately, we have mga casualty na. We are talking about casualty na family member na namamatay, na supukit. In fact, itong buwan ng February, 2 weeks ago, we have a fire in New Manila. Mag-ina ang matay. Yesterday morning in Santa Cruz area, it's not a big fire, but 4 ang namatay. And kagabi yata, if I'm not mistaken, sa Valenzuela, mayroon din casualty. So, it's getting, the fire is not big, but medyo may casualty.
So, sir, now that you mentioned that, and again, for those who are watching, this is why every year for ProsTalk, we do talk about Fire Prevention Month, and we talk about creating awareness, because this is really important, no? To your point, William, loss of life is something you can't recover. Yung property damage, over time you can overcome, but loss of life is just
true. That's true.
All right. So, sir, can you teach and share with us, and the viewers that people needs to be aware of, so that they can be part of that preventive measure para sa mga sunog, sir?
Well, actually, dito sa association namin, we have what we call a public education division, wherein we go to school teaching yung mga student yung mga learn not to burn program. And we also go to mga industrial company to teach them fire safety. During the course of the seminar, madami kaming napupunan. My basic question, in case a fire breakdown, do you know where to call? Do you have the emergency number? Ang daming wala. Second, what are the fire safety tips that usually we ask them kung in case a fire breakdown, alam nyo ba kung anong gagawin? Hindi din alam. Number 3, I asked them, do you know how to use a fire extinguisher? Because the fire extinguisher is considered one of the priority in fighting and putting out the fire. Ang dami ding wala, lalo na sa household. Usually, ang mga nangyayaring sunog in my experience, kitchen, like for example, kitchen. You have, yung kitchen, you should have yung maganda ang tagusan ng hangin. But usually, the common mistake is, kunyari, ayaw magbukas ang stove, naka-on, tapos tsaka lang maghahanap ng posporo. Kung kulong yung kitchen mo, ito na. Pag sindi ng posporo, sumabog, sunog na yan. So, these are the things. Kailangan magandang ventilation ng kitchen. Tinatanong namin in case of, aware ba kayo na pag mausok, o kaya ang unang gagawin nyo, make sure lang pag kayo matutulog, ang pintuan nyo nakasara. And then, huwag kayong kunwari may sunog, huwag kayong lalabas agad. Hawakan nyo yung doorknob o yung pintuan kung mainit. Pag mainit yan, huwag nyo buksan. And then, common mistake ng mga is nagtatago sa CR. But usually, doon namin nakikita yung biktima sa CR. So, look, yung mga safety tips na binibigay namin, number 1, you have all the emergency number in case handy. Nandun naka-paste sa my telephone. Number 2, first line of defense, we have what you call smoke detector. Kasi yung smoke detector, pag matining yung boses, magigising ka talaga. Number 3, learn how to use a fire extinguisher. There are many houses na walang fire extinguisher, where it's a no-no. Definitely, kailangan mo ng fire extinguisher. And not only that, mayroon kang fire extinguisher, you have to know how to use it. Usually, madami mga pinupuntahan namin, yung mga household personnel, tinuturuan namin, security guard, driver, yung mga katulong, teach them on how to use a fire extinguisher. in my experience, mayroon na kami pinuntahan na planta. We asked the people, do you know how to use a fire extinguisher? Hindi. In fact, parang granada ang ginawa niya. Pull out the pin, hinagis yung buong fire extinguisher. So itong mga ito, these are the basic knowledge that can save lives if you are aware of how to use it.
Right. Sir William, ang ganda po ng inyong shinare, no? So for those who are watching, this is how important this is. So fire prevention po is not just a series of lists, but it's also a constant constant coaching, kumbaga po, mga sa mga kasama po natin sa bahay. Katulad na lang po ng nakwento ni Mr. Ong, no? Bago nyo po buksan yung stove, dapat nakahanda na po yung posporo o lighter o kung ano man yung ginagamit yung pang-ignite. Kasi po pag iniwanan nyo yung gas ng nakabukas ng matagal, tapos saka kayo magla-light ng fire, at ika nga ni Mr. Ong, walang magandang ventilation, posible pong magkaroon ng sunog. And yun po, no, marami naman po ngayon, I think, part po ng fire inspection, lalo na sa mga bagong bahay, may fire extinguisher. Ang tanong po marunong po ba kayong gumamit? I think yun po yung mga bagay na it sounds so simple and you might think it's trivial, but when the fire happens, this is the critical thing that everyone must know how to use in order to actually put down the fire. But to Mr. Ong's point, I'm pretty sure, lalo na po yung may mga kasambahay, no? Naturuan po ba ang mga kasambahay gumamit ng fire extinguisher? Kasi naman baka hindi. Then sayang lang po yung fire extinguisher na nandoon sa kusina. Kasi requirement na po siya ngayon I think, to get a permit. Pero ang tanong, marunong bang gumamit? So, ano pa po, Mr. Ong, ang masasuggest nyo sa mga kababayan natin, no, when it comes to ano pa po yung pwede nilang gawin?
Basic fire safety sa bahay, importante yan. For me, number one, you have to know all the emergency number. Kasi kung nagkasunog pa, sinong tatawagan mo? Ako, nataranta din ako in my first experience na isang sunog na malapit sa amin. Although, I have the emergency number, pagtawag ko, the manner of calling them, alam, may sunog dito sa amin. Binaba ko agad ang telepono. Not mentioning where is the location of the fire. You see? Second thing, I had to look for the fire extinguisher. But usually yung fire extinguisher naman, nilalagay natin sa kitchen tsaka yung mga what you call madaling masunog na bagay. Mga combustible and ano. And then number 3, are you aware na pag yung kwarto mo na pupuno ng usok, bumaba lang kayo sa sahig 2 feet from the floor. Wala kayong, hindi bumababa ang usok. So you can crawl to the nearest exit or what. So yun, basically yung sinasabi ko, yung pintuan, wag niyong buksan agad.
Right.
Check niyo kung mainit. Pag mainit, wag na niyong buksan. Course to other exit. Sa bintana or whatever. And usually, ang sinasuggest namin sa mga tao, you have to have a fire plan in case a fire broke out and put that into practice. Huwag niyong hintayin pang magkasunog tsaka kayo mag-aaral saan kayo dadaan. Habang wala pang nangyayari, pag-aralan na buong pamilya kung may sunog, saan tayo dadaan, ito ang fire exit and everything. That's the best defense that you can have. Huwag niyong hintayin pang mangyari yung tsaka kayo mag-aaral. Ang common na nangyayari, yung mga fire exit, tampak yung mga gamit. So pag nakasunog, hindi na alam kung saan lalabas. Second thing, common mistake. Yung fire exit, di ba, yung grill, inakandado kasi baka pasukan ng magnanakaw. Ang always recommendation namin, put the key near the window. In case something went wrong, alam mo saan kukunin kasi pag nataranta ka talaga, kahit nandiyan, baka hindi mo pa makita yung susi. So, these are the things that common knowledge na dapat natin gawin.
Right. Thank you po, Mr. Ong. I think that's very, very important and valuable. So for all of you who are watching, it's almost March. It's Fire Prevention Month. And we would like to encourage everyone to go through everything that Mr. William Ong has shared, because it might make the difference between a tragic accident and life-saving event. So para po sa mga nanonood, pag-usapan niyo po ito as a family, as an organization, as a corporation. Ano po ba yung mga kailangang importanteng maalala ng mga tao? Dahil ika nga niya, pag nagpanic na po tayo or medyo may konting gulo na nangyayari, maingay, mausok, mabilis po makakalimot ang mga tao. Kaya training po ay very important and reminders. So sir, paano naman po kaya sa kaso ng, let's say, fire sa kotse, sa loob ng sasakyan? Ngayon, nagbe-build up na naman po yung traffic. So paano po ang recommendation niyo dyan?
Una, patayin, shut off the engine. And usually, meron din ako nilalagay na fire extinguisher sa kotse, sa sasakyan. Kasi, ang sasakyan kasi usually, pag umusok or what, baba agad kahit na naka-on pa yung engine mo. So, patayin mo agad para walang kuryente na at mas madali ang pagpatay ng apoy. So, rule number 1, always shut off your engine.
All right. So again, for those who are watching, very important. One important step, just turn off the engine.
Yes.
Okay. Don't try to do anything else but turn off the engine and perhaps get to safety. Meaning, lives first before anything else. Tama po ba, Mr. Ong?
Yes.
So ano po, aside from a fire extinguisher, handy fire extinguisher sa kotse, ang may equipment pa po bang kinakailangan para sa mga potential car fire?
And usually, yun lang naman na magagawa mo. If you have a fire extinguisher at alam mo kung saan lumalabas yung apoy, yun na unang open the hood. Usually kasi doon naman nag-uumpisa, di ba? So, if you have a fire extinguisher, madali nang bugayin yan.
Right. Okay. So again, inulit lang po namin sa mga nanonood, pagdating po sa potential sunog sa loob ng sasakyan, kahit anong vehicle, ang importante po, ipatay niyo muna yung engine. That's the first thing you need to do. And again, get to safety. So with that, sir, can you just promote really quickly kung paano po sila makakakuha ng additional support or paano po nila kayo makokontak, sir?
They can call me or write to the association kasi, as I've said, we have what you call public education division, wherein we go to school, we go to teach. I think we have teach more than 10 or 20,000 students na. And then we provide them with basic knowledge on fire safety. Sa mga planta and siguro a couple of factory na din ang natuturuan namin. Very important din yun kasi kung hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin, yun ang problema. And common question na tinatanong ko, unang question pa lang, wala nang makakasagot. Do you know those emergency number? Hindi. So sabi ko, pag uwi nyo, ang unang assignment nyo, get hold of all the emergency number. During this fire prevention month, usually ang ginagawa ng association, we have what you call the fire prevention month parade, to call the people attention that fire prevention month is here already. And on top of that, sabi ko, madami nang gumagawa niya from different association. Nagdagdag pa kami ng isa, what we call the mall tour. Sa mall kami nagtutulong ng basic fire safety para sa mga walking public. So doon namin kasi nakita yung value na kung parada lang, may bombero, ganun eh. Pero we want to impart yung knowledge sa fire safety. So we go to mall. We've been doing that for the past 3 years or 4 years by imparting the knowledge through mall, what we call the mall fire prevention. And the topics are quite interesting. Fire safety at home. We have kasi malapit sa Heart Month, so we teach CPR. And then earthquake. So in case of an earthquake, what to do? These are the 3 major topics that we try to impart to the people.
Thank you so much, sir. No, very, very important. I think our BFP team will be projecting some of these numbers, no? I think they're projecting this as we are talking. And then for those people who need to get a screenshot, we will be uploading this on the BFP site so that it comes in handy. To your point, no, Sir Willie, as papareho rin po ninyo na talagang volunteer, ang ProsTalk po is just to really support also, no, these safety precautions for the construction industry. So ipopost po namin yung number. So sir, before po natin i-wrap up, no, una sa lahat, marami pong salamat. I think what you've shared are seemingly, hindi naaalala ng lahat. Like numbers, o nga naman, meron kang fire extinguisher, di naman alam gamitin, di ba? Instead na makatulong magpatay ng sunog, lalo pang lumala dahil ibinato. So, sir, I think to your point, cost of the cost of life is not something that can ever be repaid. So, kaya po pinupush talaga natin ang Fire Prevention Month. So, bago po tayo magtapos, sir, is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
Yeah, if you want, you can download sa YouTube yung how to use a fire extinguisher. There is a Tagalog version done by the BFP. I find it very helpful. So yun can help you a lot on how to use a fire extinguisher. Ika nga, mayroon kang fire extinguisher, hindi mo naman alam gamitin, maliwala din, di ba?
Correct. Yes, sir. Alright. Sir William Ong, marami pong salamat. Thank you po for the years of dedication to public service. Talagang volunteer. So with that po, for those who are watching ProsTalk, if you have additional questions or if perhaps you want to set up for your companies, talagang medyo formal training on fire prevention, you can reach out to Mr. William Ong because they do this as public service. But also, if there's anything else that you will need, please check out BFP, our website, and BFP TV, our YouTube channel, where you can actually look at all these videos. So with that po, Mr. Ong, marami pong salamat. Thank you po for your time today. And I hope we can invite you again for a more detailed discussion on, let's say, sa corporation, no? Lalo na ngayon na pinababalik na natin yung mga tao, baka tamang-tama summertime. Siyempre, mas maraming tao yun, sir, right? So, ano yung mga pwede nilang magawa to make sure that people, number one, are at least somehow trained, no? Maybe not an expert, but at least they know what to do. So, marami pong salamat, Mr. William Ong. Until next time.
Yeah, you can share my email if they want our team to go there and teach them yung basic firefighting or basic fire safety. Anytime.
Marami pong salamat, Mr. Ong. Thank you so much.